Hey guys, this is Random Chaos with another video for you guys. Today I want to talk about what my final thoughts are before week 1 for the regular season for the Los Angeles Chargers. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. Like I said, always busy. Either way, let's get underway. Let's start off with my thoughts of the final roster or depth chart. Let's start off with the take notice that I did not add in quarterbacks, running backs, or receivers, or tight ends. So let's start with the offensive line because with the injuries of Donovan Clark and Forrest Lamp, we had to readjust some of our stuff. And then not only that, we have Max Chirk, who is suspended right now for the first 4 games. So because of that, we had to do a little bit of readjusting. So the offensive line, the way it's going to look is we're going to have at left tackle is going to be Russell Okung, and then at left guard we're switching Matt Slauson from center to left guard, and then at center we're going to when Max Trick does come back, he's going to be our starting center, but for right now it's going to be Spencer Pulley. Then at right guard is going to be, the way I would like it is Dan Feeney, but the way that the Chargers have it on their depth chart is Kenny Wiggins will be starting at right guard, and then behind him will be Dan Feeney. Supposedly, what's supposed to be rumored is that they're going to be switching on and off, basically taking turns. And then at right tackle we have Joe Barksdale. So that's the offensive line. At the defensive line, again, we all know it. At left end is going to be Joey Bosa. Defensive tackle is going to be Corey Liuget. At nose tackle is going to be Brandon Mebane, and then at right end is going to be Melvin Ingram. I think this defensive line is, I wouldn't say it's the best. I mean, especially our defensive tackles. Don't get me wrong, defensive line is pretty good, but it's not the best compared to other, 4-3 defenses that are out there. But we do have the best projected the best 2 pass rushers at the defensive end positions, which is Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa. So hopefully that will that will make a lot of quarterbacks, be pressured a lot and throw a lot of interceptions. Linebackers, I have left outside linebacker. At the left outside linebacker position, I have Kelly Emanuel starting there. At the inside linebacker / middle linebacker position, I have Denzel Perryman when he does come back. But for now, it's going to be Corey Toomer at the inside linebacker position. At right outside linebacker, we have Jatavis Brown. I think Jatavis Brown is going to be switching on and off between outside linebacker and inside linebacker. I think this linebacker corps needs a little bit of help. We should possibly trade for someone like Michael Kendricks or someone that's going to help us a lot. And then we go to cornerbacks. At left cornerback, we have Casey Hayward, and then behind him we have Desmond King, and then behind him we have Jeff Richards. Nickel and dime are going to be our number 1 nickel and dime is going to be Desmond King, and then Trevor Williams. At right cornerback we have Jason Verrett, Craig Mager, and Trevor Williams. I think we have possibly one of the most undermined or underseen cornerbacks. I think that our cornerbacks are way better than what people project them to be. I think if we can stay healthy, we're going to be really, really good. At the safety position, we have strong safety. We have Jalil Addae, Adrian Phillips, and Rashawn Jenkins. And then at free safety, thank God, we let go of Dwight Lowry. We have Trey Boston, Dexter McCoy, and some dude named Andrew Donald. So yeah. So that is the lineup that I have here for the Chargers for Week 1. Let's go with what the Chargers did as far as cutting the 53-man cut down. So they released running back Kenjon Barner, quarterback Calvin Clemens, tight end Jeff Cumberland, and safety Dwight Lowry. They waived punter Toby Parker, quarterback Mike Berkovich, guard Brett Boyko, wide receiver Deron Brown, nose tackle Ryan Carruthers, linebacker Kyle Coleman, cornerback Michael Davis, tight end Mike Estates, cornerback Randall Evans, center/guard Barrett Gauger, wide receiver Jamal Jones, kicker Josh Lambo, wide receiver Andre Patton, wide receiver Cameron Posey, cornerback Trovon Reed, offensive tackle Karan Reed, wide receiver Artavis Scott, cornerback Brandon Stewart, cornerback Brad Watson, tight end Matt Weiser, and running back Andre Williams. I think that the people that they released were okay, because Barner didn't do good at all. Clemens just sucks. Cumberland didn't do anything at all, and Lowry was possibly the worst safety we ever had. As far as waived, I'm really upset that they let go of Mike Berkovich. I think he did pretty decent. I even think he did better than Cardale Jones. In my mind, really upset that they let go of Artavis Scott, because I feel like he had flashes of being a good receiver as far as practice squad and stuff like that. So I was really upset about that. And then they also have the waived injured. They let go of Isaiah Burst, wide receiver Isaiah Burst, offensive tackle Tyreek Burwell, guard Donovan Clark, defensive tackle Caleb Ulis, running back Ken Farrell, and linebacker Joshua Perry. As far as the waived injured, I think we put Joshua Perry on our practice squad, but I was really upset with them letting go of Donovan Clark, only because I felt like he didn't get enough time to shine. So yeah, then we have the reserve suspended, which is defensive tackle Teddy Palapoy and center Max Turk. Like I said, I think when Max Turk returns, he will be the starting center. As far as Palapoy, time is gonna tell, because I just don't know. And then we added offensive guard Michael Schofield, cornerback Jeff Richards, we re-signed quarterback Calvin Clemens, linebacker Hayes Pillard, cornerback Craig Mager, wide receiver Jeremy Davis, linebacker Nick Zubnar, and tight end Brandon Bowman, whoever the fuck that is. So that's what I have as far as what we have done lately. I think that we're sitting in a position where we can either be a losing team or a winning team. We're basically 50-50. I just believe that the Chargers, we're a good team, but it's just the division that we're in is just too big. We need to perfect everything we're doing if we're gonna win games, if we're not gonna mess up. Some of the players that we have on the roster, there's some players that we should have on the roster, and there's some players that we should not have on the rosters. I mean, we re-signed that one defensive back, Mike Davis. I mean, why the fuck would you re-sign him and drop Trovon Reed I mean, that's kind of retarded because Trevon Reed got 2 interceptions for us last year, and you know he got 1 interception, I believe, against the Panthers, and he almost returned it for a touchdown, but it was invalid. But he still got the interception, and then he got an interception against the. I can't remember who it was. I know it was one against the Panthers and one against somebody else, but you know, that's what I don't get. As of right now, I'm still not a big fan of Anthony Lynn. I do not see where the direction that he wants to take this team. The defensive side of the team is really good. Really bright future for those defensive players. I believe that the Chargers are more of a defense type of team instead of an offense. Our offense is still mediocre, especially our offensive line. I think only time will tell whether or not we're a true offensive team. But for right now, I'm going to say that we're a defensive team. Because of all this, my final projection of our season is going to be. I think we have the capability of being a 10-16. I really do think so. So when we're in the playoffs hunt, I think we have the capability, like I said, you know, of making the playoffs as a wild card. So, but that's in order to do this, we need to stay healthy. No more big injuries like Denzel Perryman and Forrest Lamp. So yeah, I think that someone asked me earlier, what did I think about our new kicker, Younghoe Koo, and yes, he's really unexperienced, but he is a good kicker. He really is. So I have high expectations for him. I'm not gonna say, oh, he's gonna make every fucking field goal. Oh, he's gonna go out there and make a 60-yard field goal. No, I think if for me, my prediction for him is his longest kick is gonna be like a 55-yarder. I think that's what we're gonna get to. But I think he has the capability of being a really good kicker for years to come. And hopefully he doesn't screw up like Lambo. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And remember, stay classy.